Hey guys, I am hopping on here today. I told y'all, let me turn my volume down. And I told y'all I was coming back on here because we needed to have a conversation, baby. All right. One, I want to say Injustice My Story has came out on time, okay? Injustice has always been here. A lot of us have faced injustice, but we're afraid to talk about it. We're afraid to talk about it. And before I get into what's happening today, I want to talk a little bit about my book because I received emails while I was gone. So I'm trying to catch up here. And I want to read some of the reviews that's coming from the emails that I'm getting. And I'm going to be posting some of the reviews as well. Some of them are pretty long reviews, okay? Injustice My Story is has also been put into the Titan Award. All right. And I'm excited. I'm excited because it's been a long time coming, and this book was supposed to have been out a long time ago. And for some reason, this book came out this year, both of these books. I'm just super excited. So let me talk about that. If you want to purchase your copy, hit me up, let me know. Or you can go to barnesandnobles.com, purchase your copy. But I'm super excited about where we're going and what we're doing with our books and our voices. And this is not for any reason. Any of you guys who do not know that, I do advocate for social justice and the healing side of it with getting us past it. I am currently pursuing my degree in paralegal and criminal justice, which is almost done. But don't ask me when I graduate, guys. Those of you that's close to me know that I don't pay attention to that, but I know I'm almost done. Okay. I've been working very, very hard on the back end with our businesses, my school and education, and getting this done because I am going to law school. All right. I didn't know that God had that in store for me. So I'm very, very happy to, being able to walk into my purpose. And I want to tell you guys something. It's people posting all types of things to, I guess, market their business, about you getting your certifications and getting your degrees and all of the things. Guys, right now, we need to be educated. We need to be smart. We need to be teaching our children. So even though we're entrepreneurs and business owners and we love all the things that we do, it's certain times when you're walking into your purpose that God is saying it's time for you to get certain certifications and degrees, because in order for you to be able to get into certain rooms, you need to have them. All right. So I'm 43, guys. So going back to school, finishing these degrees finally. And anybody who knows my past know me and degrees do not, we don't do too well because it takes so long. And it just takes so long, guys. But I thank God for allowing me to, I don't know. I thank him for allowing me to see things in a bigger light, having grace with me, and just giving me this opportunity for another chance to do this. And I thank God for technology for allowing me to do it too, okay? Because if it wasn't for technology, I don't know if I could do it all. But I want to read today. I did have a book signing today at Paperback Ink. I met some amazing people. We had some great conversations. And most importantly, we have conversations when it's coming to my books, Injustice and Evolving from the Storm. What I like is we have conversations that are kind of hard, that people don't like to talk about, that people frown upon, right? But it's okay. Let's have those deep conversations. So this is the review that I got for our book today. It's pretty long, guys. I want to say I want to talk about a little bit about it. I should have brought one of my books with me up here I might do that later or another day. But Injustice, My Story, Dr. Iris Wright recounts a life shaped by early instability, teen motherhood, and devastating false accusations in a long, bruising work of reclaiming her name, her daughter, and her sense of self. The memoir moves from her childhood in the Booth Street projects, where she learns too young how she learns young while she's young how bias in the shattered experience. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm missing stuff. Where she learns too young how bias and abandonment can mark a child into the shattered experience of being accused of burning her daughter. After what began as a mother's urgent response to a skin infection, from the cold reduction of her identity to her SBI number, guys. And if those of you that follow me, you know my SBI number. If you hear it again, it's 004-00319. To the refusal of the 10-year plea deal, to the 4-year custody battle that follows. Wright frames her story not as a clean trauma over suffering, but as a hard-won account of survival, faith, motherhood, and becoming what she calls a Black diamond. Wright has a preacherly cadence full of repetition, declaration, and lines that feel curved out of lived pain. The style circles the same truth, especially around the resilience, pressure, and purpose. But I found that repetition revealing. I found that repetition revealing. Trauma does repeat itself in the body. It returns, insists, and asks to be named again. The strongest passage are the ones where concrete memory grounds. Guys, I'm reading this from my phone, so bear with me because I think I'm skipping lines or something. Memory grounds from the lyricism, the teacher who failed her despite her correct work, the stormy night with broken windshield wipers and the burning logs placed around her car, the message written across her windshield, the daughter asking when was she coming to get her. Those moments have a pause. They make the broader reflections feel earned. I also appreciate the complexity of the book's central ideas. Wright writes about faith and destiny with conviction, but the memoir is most affecting when it refuses easy consolation. Her victories are not just simple victories, and I respected the way the book lets grief and gratitude sit in the same room. Its moral force comes from tension. Wright isn't asking the readers to pity her. She's asking us to understand what systems do to human beings when labeled becomes stronger than truth. I felt that Injustice, My Story was less a conventional memoir than a testimony. One that turns personal anguish into language of witness. It's intimate, wounded, forceful, and maternal, with a voice that keeps reaching towards healing. I'll recommend it to readers drawn to memoirs of survival, wrongful accusations, motherhood under pressure, faith rooted in resilience, and long-term aftermath of institutional harm. This is a book for people who understand that becoming unstoppable doesn't mean nothing hurts you. It means you kept rising with the hurt still speaking. So, guys, this was a long review, but I'm excited about what it's doing, how it's helping people, and all of that. So I will get posting some more of our reviews and all the things, but I'm sorry, I just got that today, so that was my first time reading it as well. But I just got it today. And I'm just excited. I'm excited because when it comes to selling your books, yes, we want to sell our books, but you know how I see my books? I want the people who wants to read it, who needs the book, to be able to get the tools that they need. They had the connections that they need to be able to heal from such injustice. If it's just one person, and then you get another person, and then you get another person, and that you're able to touch and make impact into their lives. It's okay to talk about scary conversations like injustice. What has happened to you. Okay. So when I'm talking about injustice, to me, I am talking a lot about the judiciary system and everything in the middle of that. But injustice doesn't just mean our judiciary system. It means that we have been through some things, some things of brokenness, systems, whether it's in our family, right? Incest, rape, abuse, domestic violence, human trafficking. It's just so much that we encounter as people that we have to learn how to heal from. It's just fortunate that mine had a lot to do with the judiciary system. And so that's why I'm so passionate about it, right? I'm so passionate about it. And to be able to be in good spirits, to talk about it, help other people get through things, answer questions, allowing people to talk to you and pour into you is major, right? Because going through that, it helps. Oh my God, I cannot tell you. So many stories, so many people has come to me. So many people has been vulnerable with me, and it's okay being vulnerable with me. It's amazing. So guys, what I want to tell you is your story do matter. Your story do matter. You need to be out here telling your story. You need to be out here helping people. All right. Even though we're in business to make money, you're going to make your money. But these books are meant for impact. All right. They're meant for impact. I want to go in to say, why is this season? Why is this the right time, guys? Why was this the right time for Injustice, My Story to come out? Because I was supposed to binge drop this book years ago, right? Both of these books, I had the book covers made. I was supposed to binge do it. I've done several other projects and stuff before the hand, but it came out this year. And I want to talk about some conversations, and guys, I'm going to be doing our show. I'm going to be talking about some things on our show. If you are one of those people that you don't like to hear real things, or you don't like to have those deep conversations without a big argument, don't be a guest on the show or anything. This is for people who is okay, who has no bias, who is not prejudiced. And we're going to have a conversation. And what I want to talk about, I want to say one thing while I'm on here. Cyrus. Let's talk about Cyrus. Cyrus is our son as well. If anybody knows what I mean. So the 14-year-old boy that was killed for nothing, I don't care what anyone say, I didn't watch the video. He was killed. He was scared for his life. He was by himself, and he was shot in the back. He was killed. He's our son. He's our son because it could happen to any one of our children. Any one of our children. And the person that killed him just got off scot-free again, because this was not this man's first time doing this to one of our children, okay? It was not his first time killing one of our children. And it's hurtful. I mean, I've been following the case. I was so emotional by it. But some things, guys, we need to spend some time, if not this weekend or whatever, take some time out going through this, showing our kids. I know that everybody has their own life, showing our kids and having a conversation with our kids, okay, about what's happening, what is happening, because it's getting worse. We need to make sure that they know how to protect themselves. Mr. What's his name? Mr. Crow or whatever his name is. Why are we still going inside of his stores knowing that he done did this several times? Like, he shouldn't be getting no business from us, right? So, guys, it's scary. It is so scary out here. I cannot tell you. I was just so emotional. A couple of my friends I talked to, And some people might feel like, oh, this is not happening to her, or this is not happening to me. It can happen to you. And you need to use your voices and step up so it won't happen to you. It won't happen to your son. It won't happen to your grandchild or your niece or your nephew. Stand up and support, right? Hearing the press release from Cyrus's mother, oh my God, it broke me. It broke me. I don't know. This woman is strong. Because I would have checked out. I would have checked out. Mr. Cow would not be here. I hate to say it on the air, but he probably wouldn't. I don't know what I would do. I really do not. I don't know if I could even, I don't know if I could live afterwards. I really do not. The dad, just watching him there, and even at the press release, he looks like he was there for support, but he was numb about what happened to his son. And you know, if you guys know, men handles things way differently than women. So I'm really concerned about the whole process of that, of both of them. How are they going to get through this? What are they going to do next? South Carolina's law in the court, even though Mr. I want to call him Mr. Cow or something, but he don't deserve for his name to be pronounced right. But he has done this previously before, and his previous case could not be mentioned in this court trial. Because of South Carolina's laws, they cannot mention that inside of this trial, which sucks. It really do. It sucks. Okay. Let me see. I want to talk about Kamelo Anthony. Guys, I want to talk about Kamelo Anthony. And I want to talk about Kamelo Anthony because this is a difficult case here. I haven't even went over today about what was discussed today in court. I do know that everybody need a fair trial. Everybody needs a fair trial. Do I feel like Kamelo Anthony is getting a fair trial? He's in the state of Texas. He's got an all-white juror. I don't think he's going to get a fair trial. I'm surprised that, you know, they have mature jury selection that's going to do their job, not be biased, not look at him the way the world is looking at him right now. But I just don't think that we're going to get it. Texas, people want to move there, but Texas is a very prejudiced state, which is, we have a lot of. I'm in Virginia, and I believe that Virginia is a very prejudiced state. But Texas is where the young man, was it last year or the year before, got hung out there. The young black boy got hung. We got to keep them in prayers. But I'm going to tell you something, though, about this whole case, going through it. Kamelo goes into a tent. The tent was not for his team. All right. And he's supposed to have been in there talking with a friend. The boy Austin comes to him, asks him to leave. And they said he was asked to leave, quite a bit, and he would not leave. And the boy Austin pushes him. Now, this is one story that we heard. We heard that the boy Austin pushes him, but we also have witnesses that saying that 4 boys surrounded him, and they was going to, and we heard he got jumped. We heard all different stories. So that's the confusing part, because there's so many different stories, right? And he is pleading self-defense. And I'm not sure if this is self-defense. It's dependent on which one of those story scenarios are true. If Austin pushes him and then he stabs him, that, to me, that's not self-defense. you should, I mean, I wouldn't say that Austin should have gotten stabbed or anything. He should have been pushed back, maybe even a hit, but not to the point where he's not here anymore. He's dead. And if I feel like if that in that instance, even though Austin, when Kamelo refused to leave, he should have got an adult to come to Kamelo, right? And talk to them and handle it another way. He really should have. He should not have put his hands on Kamelo at all. All right. Now, sometimes we got to teach our kids to be accountable for their actions, and rest in peace for Austin. But Austin should not have done that. But do he deserve to die for it? No, he did not. Now, if he was being jumped and Kamelo feared for his life, and then Kamelo stabbed him, it could be self-defense. It could be self-defense. My problems I had with the whole situation is this. I see adults testifying. I don't understand it, because how come no adults or nobody broke this up? Even the friend that was with Kamelo in the tent. If I see that these people keep asking him to leave, I'm going to take my friend and say, hey, let's go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here. I'm going to do something to try to remove my friend from the situation. I see so many messed up factors here in the whole case, in the whole story. This should have never happened. Then I'm hearing adults testify about what they've seen. And that scares me, because if you're able to get on stage and testify with some of this stuff, how come you wasn't in there trying to break up the fight? Like, what happened? What happened? How come it had to get to this point? So it's a lot of things that I just don't understand. I am very, very much interested in, hearing more. I'm going to be probably this weekend looking up what happened earlier to get caught up. But it's sad that someone's child had died from this, and looking at this in a way that I am not being biased. I am not being prejudiced. I love everybody, but I'm also a Black woman who has Black boys. And I know what we go through. Okay. So I am keeping that, letting you know that. So it's some things I'm going to be very much fighting for. Now, if in fact that Austin pushes him, he stabbed him, Austin dies, do I think it's murder? No. Maybe criminal negligence, maybe manslaughter, not murder. I do not think that Kamelo planned to stab someone that day. And definitely, I don't think he planned to kill him. Kamelo had good grades in school. He was working 2 jobs. He was a good kid. He has no prior background of this. I would like to hear from Kamelo, knowing how he feel, what state of mind he was in at that time. All of those things are very important, so we can kind of see from his eyes what happened. Now, in the state of Texas, you do have a right to defend yourself if you feel like you're in danger there. You do not have to run. You can protect yourself. So Kamelo's attorney has to prove to this jury, all white jury, that beyond reasonable doubt in order to get a not guilty plea, meaning that if any of those jurors think that for a moment that Kamelo was actually in danger, or they feel like Kamelo was afraid for his life, or felt like he was in danger, they have to come, they have to come up with a not guilty plea, a not guilty verdict. Sorry. So this is going to be a major case, and hopefully, again, there's a lot of education here for our kids, because yes, say Austin pushes him, I feel like Kamelo, one, if he see things getting heated up and these people are telling him several times to leave. I even hear adults wanting to be in places that people don't want you. Stop wanting to be in places that people don't want you in those with them. Okay, we are so fixated on being in places that people don't want you there. Get out. All right. We have to. Another thing is, why are we? If someone pushes you, why are we even wanting to pick up weapons all the time? What is going on with that? Another thing, the friendship thing that I talked about. Teach your kids what real friendships are looking like, because I know for real friendships is hard to come by. But I know we had talked to our son young, because he's the only child in this house and he wants friends, and sometimes his friends will get him to do stuff, and he'll be, and when he was in school, and then he'll be end up getting in trouble. They will tell on him. Those are red flags real early. I don't care what grade they in. I used to tell him all the time, these people are not your friend. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. And that's the same thing with our lives now as an adult, whether we're teen or not. When you see signs that these people are not your friends, leave them alone. It would be no way that I will leave my friend in that tent after being told to leave several times. And then what did the friend do when Austin pushed him? You know what I'm saying? Did the friend try to break it up? Like, what happened? Did the friend go get help? You know, I don't understand these things that's happening. And then they said it was raining, so that's what took Kamelo in the tent. All right. And then some people said it wasn't raining. So was it raining or was it not raining? You know, who knows? But all I'm saying to us, guys, just take these cases and learn from them. Try to teach our kids the right way to handle difficult situations, especially when they're by themselves and we're not around. We're not there. Even though our kids are going to have an opportunity to listen to us at that moment or not, if we get a chance to talk to them, if they get a, if nothing happens bad to them like it did Cyrus, we get a chance to talk to them. Make sure that we reiterate what should have happened at that moment, how they respond to the situations, and also how to keep themselves safe. I feel like we're in a time now that we have to make sure that our children knows how to defend themselves. So they need to be in some type of young program, whether it's karate or anything. I mean, at this point, you know, I know using guns is crazy, but we may need to teach them how to use it. I mean, other cultures do it early at an early age, but teach them how to use it responsibly, right? It's a lot. This was an emotional week for me, guys, because I take this personal. As a parent, as a Black mother raising Black children, Black boys, it's really hard for you not to take it personal. I'm awed by the people that's oblivious to what's happening now, and it's scary. And I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, that Cyrus's mother, you know, I'm praying for her. I don't know how she's getting through day by day. I know she's not getting much sleep. And Austin and Carmelo's mother, I am praying for you as well. I don't know what it feels like to lose a child, and I hope I don't have to deal with that, because I'm not supposed to bury my child. My child is supposed to bury me. But both of those women lost children. Even though Kamelo is still here, his everything is messed up for him, and then he has to he has to live with the trauma of killing someone, and mentally that's not good, you know. And hopefully he can get some help through it, and let's see how the case goes. But I'm praying for all three of their parents. in this situation. And I just hope that we, as the people looking in, reviewing the cases, seeing the posts, joining the lives. I just seen the live today where Cyrus, they in front of that gas station, and we just try to talk to our kids about what's happening, so they'll know what's going on in our world, and try to get them to understand the right way to handle themselves. I see kids that get in a situation where someone's following them in the store and they're cussing the people out and everything. They should not do that. They should not do that. And I know we get upset because it's hurtful. It's hurtful that people will racially profile you. But but you got to make a smart decision. All right. Your goal is to try to get out of there safe right away. And I would not spend my money to a store or anywhere like that. I would leave and go somewhere else. It's no reason that we need to be in places that we are not wanted in. It's no reason. So even as adults, please stop it. Please stop it. Stop trying to fit into places that you're not wanted there. Let people be. We got to try to control our pride as well. I used to be a very prideful person as well. So I know what pride will do to you as well. So, comment, let me know if you can relate to this. Okay. If you can relate to it. I'm super, super, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm super excited about everything that's going on, but I'm super, emotional this week too, because of everything that's happening. But I'm excited about the book reviews and all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited about how God has allowed me to put this book out. All right. Let me also tell you about evolving from the storm. Let's get on to something different because I get emotional right now. All right. Evolving from the storm. Sorry. Evolving from the storm. Now, this review is kind of long too, guys. Dr. Iris Wright, Evolving from the Storm is personal reflection of injustice, survival, faith, and the slow, deliberate work of healing. Beginning with the author's experience as an 18-year-old mother accused of harming her daughter, the book traces long aftermath of the rupture of the loss of custody, the collapse of trust, and the years spent functioning rather than truly living. In the eventual awakening that led right towards forgiveness, self-love, purpose, and advocacy through injustice movement. Part memoir, part devotional guide, and part reflective book, it asks readers to examine the wounds they may have closed but never fully healed. What moved me most was the emotional honesty of Wright's central idea that survival can look deceptively like healing. Her distinction between a closed wound and a healed wound gives the book its strongest thread, and it's one I found both plain spoken and powerful. When she writes about building walls after betrayal, or about realizing that those same walls kept her trapped inside of her own pain, the book feels intimate. I also appreciated the tenderness with which she handles anger. She doesn't condemn it, but she doesn't romanticize it either. Her mirror moment, where she begins to take responsibility for her healing without taking blame for what has happened to her, is one of the book's most resonant passages. The writing is direct, rhythmic, and prayerful, often shaped by repetition and short lines that give the prose a feeling testimony spoken out loud. At times, the simplicity is its strength. The book doesn't hide behind ornaments or theory. It speaks plainly to women who are tired, guarded, grieving, quietly caring more than anyone knows. I was especially struck by the chapter on restored love, where Wright admits that she once told her now husband She never wanted marriage. Then later found herself proposing from a place of peace rather than fear. That moment gives the book warmth and vulnerability. I occasionally wish for more scene level detail and narrative texture, especially around the legal ordeal and the long years of rebuilding. The ideas are heartfelt and accessible, but the most compelling sections are the ones where Wright lets the lived moment breathe. I found Evolving from the Storm sincere, faith-filled, and emotionally generous. It's a healing companion written by someone who wants her pain to become useful in the lives of others. Its greatest value lies in its invitation to stop mistaken endurance for wholeness and to believe that peace can be practiced, protected, and chosen. I will recommend this book to readers, especially women of faith who are working through betrayal, injustice, family separations, emotional guardedness, or the difficult passage of survival into purpose. Guys, check out, some of our reviews. I'm super, happy about people actually taking the time out. Even when we're putting our books into for awards and different things, what they're saying about our books when they're going into awards. So guys, is your book making impact? Is your book making an impact? Did you just write a book? You know what I'm saying? Did you sell the book? You're trying to sell the book. What are you doing with your books? It's very important in this time that we share our stories. And like many conversations that I had today, and we are in a social media world where people are not open anymore to conversation. But we still have people that are hurting on the inside that needs conversation. They need someone to listen to them. They're trying to be heard. They're trying to be seen. They're trying to be loved. But they have no way. And people are taking their lives. Not just their lives, but others' lives as well. So guys, I'm super excited, guys. Like, if y'all, I don't want to stay on here too long, but the book signing today was good. I met some people. And guys, I just want to reiterate, like, why I do the book signings, why I go to places and do the book signings. I do them because I don't want my stories to be in vain. I don't want to just write a book just to have written a book. I want to reach people that my book, reach people. I want my book to reach people and to be able to help people. I want impact, most importantly. You're going to have people when you're out here promoting your book, all the things that are going to think, oh, I can't resonate. You know what I noticed though? I can tell the people that really need the book, but feel as though, oh, I don't want to face what I'm experiencing, so I'm not going. And so they continuously tell themselves that they're not going through anything. But you can tell when people are going through things and they really need the help and support. They really need the positivity. They really need advice, but they just won't. They just won't. And it has to be on their time. It has to be on their time. But I can tell you what, guys, injustice is not just my story, or injustice is our story. It really is. I meet so many people that says they have never faced injustice, and I know that's a lie. All right. I meet so many people who said, I have never been through experiences. A lot of times when we go through injustice, especially through our judiciary system and certain things in life, we have experienced it multiple times. Right. But we have gotten so prone to it that we do not, it's normal. We're numb to it. It's like, hey, yeah, we're numb to it. We got so used to it. We're so used to the racial profile, and we're so used to people saying this about us. We're so used to people doing this to us that we are afraid to call it something. We call it normal. All right. And it's definitely not normal. So guys, in this time right now, I'm thankful that God allowed me to put my book out and to be able to tell my story, be able to help some people, and all the things. So we got so much more coming. We got workshops coming, coaching. I'm gonna come on and start reading pieces of our evolving from the storm. Um, we have affirmations in there as well. It's a lot. It's a lot that we put into that because we really want people to open up their hearts and heal. Open up your hearts and heal. And guys, I may have to write another section to the book. So guys, I had when it came to the books, because I don't want the books to be too big. I want the books to be where people can read it. I don't want no 300-page book. So, so no, did I tell every piece of thing? But where the book is at right now, that first part of that story, and everything, I think that I summed it up pretty closely to where you can understand my journey and what I had to go through in the whole experience. But I did not want to make the book 300 to 400 pages and go through the whole court trials and all of these things. If I do another part to it, I might or might not. But I didn't want the book to be 300 or 400 pages. All right, because I'm, honestly, if your book is 300 or 400 pages, I probably won't read it. And so that's how I think of it when I'm doing the books. I tried not to have none of my books, even the anthologies, that big. So guys, if y'all have questions, let me know. If you want to purchase a copy of our book, Injustice My Story, or Evolving from the Storm, contact me. 7-city tour. I'm looking for people that want to, if you have a book, you have a workshop or something, we are looking for people to come on the 7-city tour with us. Okay. So one of our locations I'll be dropping soon, and promoting that. We have the media billboard. So we have the Forbes magazine. Was it Forbes magazine with the 28-day billboard? We have MSN as well. And we want to start promoting it. I want to do that before the year is over. So I want that first project to be done before that year is over with. So we want to do like 10 people on there and start doing those media promotions and just having people seen, having our story seen, promoting our books and all the things. Okay, so you get that article and you get the billboard. All right. If y'all have questions about that, let me know. I know it's Saturday. I'm gonna get on here, but I wanted to get on here early before my book signing. Because my book signing just got over, so I can kind of relax a little bit. But I did want to talk about my book, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Cyrus and Kamelo. So guys, if y'all not following the case, follow the case. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to do a show. I do know that I will be speaking July the 7th. And let me tell you, I will be speaking July the 7th. Ooh. On a panel discussion, and it'll be about systematic disregard for Black lives, justice, and community healing. I'll be speaking on that panel on July the 7th. I will keep you updated on that panel as well. I do have plans on, I know I've been kind of keeping to myself, using my platform to help people that have experienced injustice through writing my books and healing in that way. I do plan on doing some other things and supporting some other organizations. I have just been focusing on work and school. So that's why I have not been doing that. It's very important to me. In my journey, it's so easy sometimes to be an advocate, right? To be an advocate. But I don't think that I'm supposed to be just an advocate. I think that God has called me for something greater. So I have to run on that. I'm not the type of person that is going to settle for things. If I go with something, normally I go for the whole thing. All right. So normally I go for the whole thing. And going through everything that I had to go through, watching everything I have been watching now is why I'm moving the way I'm moving. I said, I got to get this degree finished. I got to go and apply for law school. I want to be in a position one day to where I'm able to stand up for people just like Cyrus and Kamelo and represent them and fight for them, fight for their rights. With everything, all the people that we have lost, just, I want to be a part of that. You know, I want to be part of the bigger picture. I'm not okay with being just advocating. I'm not okay with certain things. So you have to do and move the way you move to do what you need to do to be able to help people. All right. It's so much bigger than me. So anyway, guys, I'm super excited. Injustice, my story. It's out. It's available. You can go and purchase it. It is on Amazon if you want it from there. It is on Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles is who I partner with. So if you go to barnesandnobles.com, you can purchase it from there, or you can contact me and purchase a copy from me. And then I will ship it out to you. But guys, your story needs to be heard. In order for not just writing it, in order for it to be heard and read, you have to sell the book, you have to put the book in some hands. All right. You have to build things around the book. All right. And that's how it's going to make the impact. All right. So I'm super excited because my book is unique, but it's not, because there's so many people with a story similar to mine or like mine. Right. And some people that my type of book that I'm doing, especially with me, I'm vulnerable in my book. I'm going to tell you the real, and I'm going to tell you things that you might not want to see or hear. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody's not ready for that, but it needs to be had because it's people out here that wants it, that needs it, that need it. So, and I have met them, especially in these last 3 weeks of going to different bookstores, meeting different people. I have met them. All right. And so I'm excited. If you have a story, if you want to write your story, you said, hey, Iris, I've been wanting to write this book. Connect with me. Let me help you write your story. Let me help you through the process. Don't try to do it on your own. I know it's so much to choose from, so many people that can help you, but find your person that can help you write your story, help you publish your story, and actually doing something with the books. I see so many people who write in tons of books and they're doing nothing with them. They're not moving them. They're not selling them. They're not building anything around them. You know what I'm saying? Your book don't do anything if you're not doing anything with them. It makes no point. You just wasted a whole lot of time is what you done. And if you're writing them for healing, you don't have to publish it to write it for healing. You can write a journal, right? But if you are serious and if you're working with me, you're going to be moving. I don't want no slackers. So if you're serious and you want to write your story, let's talk about it. Let's get you writing your story. Let's get you published. Let's get you comfortable with selling your book. Let's get you creating workshops. Let's get you talking on stages. I posted a post the other day, guys, and I know some people, probably felt some type of way, right? Do not pay to speak. Do not waste your money and pay people to speak on their stages, and half of the people you paying don't even have a big enough audience. Listen, I'm telling you, when you first get out here in the author world, you got people that's trying to sell you things over and over again. Oh, I'm going to charge, $5,000 to do this and $2,000 to do this and $1,500 to do this. And then you got to pay to speak, you got to pay to travel, you got to pay to get all the things done. No, do not pay to speak. If you are starting out speaking, there's so many ways that you can get out there and get your experience, okay? Find those ways. You have nonprofits that do events. You have the Chamber of Commerce and different things where you can go and do stuff with and be able to speak there. Create some of your own events. Go on here live and talk to people, right? Find out how you can build that. If you want to get into a program to help you with your speaking, you can invest in that. But do not pay people to speak on their stages. You're building their business and you need the money to build yours. Now, why in the world are you going to pay these people all this money? No, darn well you need money to build yours. That's crazy. Listen, I'm telling you, 8 years of entrepreneurship, 3 years, this is 3 years of authorship. I have seen and heard it all. And them people are taking your money, building a business, and they're not only taking your money. Let me tell you what else they're taking, because a lot of them has a funnel system, okay? They're taking your money, they're getting you to promote it. Your people are signing up or joining you or whatever. They are going into their funnel system. Now they can market to your people, right? So they potentially making more money from you without doing much, and you done paid for it. You know, I have had situations where people took some of my ideas to help grow their business. And, you know, I didn't pay much to speak on that virtual platform, but that was a big eye opener for me, because I done paid you and I feel some type of way because you need to pay me. But guess what? That's not knowing and asking questions. If you're going to do something like that, if you're going to have a platform online for some reason and you're going to pay to be on those platforms, some of those you may want, you know what I mean? Some of them charge for those platforms as well. They are not as bad, I don't think, but get people to sign an NDA that they cannot use your ideas and your techniques and start trademarking your stuff. Your structure need to be trademarked. Your infrastructure need to be trademarked. All right. So I'm learning all of that now. When y'all see me rebranding my businesses and everything, it's because I'm putting everything in order and I'm trademarking everything. So if I see anybody using my things, my attorney will be contacting them, period. Because it's so many things. Everything's public now. So people think that everything is up for grabs, and it's not. All right. So guys, do not pay nobody to speak. Nope. Your story, your experience, you're the expert. I will post things soon showing you evidence that some places do not look at you as credible when you pay platforms to speak on their stages. They don't look at you as credible. All right. So you are the expert. You are credible. You are valued. And when somebody values your work, they pay you for it. When you go clock into the job and they want you to do a good job, they're going to pay you for it. And you should be paid to speak when you're on stages, okay? So don't settle trying to be in rooms and say, oh, half of the time when you pay to speak, you don't even get an ROI from it. The only stages that you would pay to speak is big stages. In rooms that you normally would not get into, and the room is full and they're marketing you the way you're supposed to be marketed, and you're able to move that stage, okay? Do not pay to help build someone else's speaking platform. It's other ways to build a speaking platform without you having to pay for it. All right? If you're going to pay for theirs, you might as well pay for yours. Leave theirs alone and go pay for yours, okay? Don't do that. So, I hope that resonates with you, but I'm just telling you from years of experience. I'm not going to say it's a scam. It's their business model. They're able to do whatever they want to. If you're dumb enough to do it, then so be it. Let them take your money. But do not pay to speak on anyone's platforms. There are plenty of organizations where you can help and speak and make an impact in your community that you can get your experience in speaking. Continue doing that. Find those organizations that will help you. All right. Because when you become an author, you start speaking, you start building workshops, you're starting to do stuff. If you're an author that executes and moves, some people just like the idea of writing a whole lot of books for some reason. I don't know why. But kudos to them. But you per se are the executor. You write your books, you speak on stages, you want to be in workshops, you want all the things, speaking, all of that. Do not pay anyone to speak on stages. And you'll see me making more posts about it because it's really annoying, really. And I want people to stop contacting me to speak too. So I'm hoping that they get to see this on my page and say, hey, can you speak? And this is our cost. I'm off limits. Unless you have a contract and you're going to pay me to come there for my expertise, I'm not doing that. All right. Now, it's different situations that you're going to be out there to give. Okay. Out there to give. Make sure the situations benefit you. When I say that is, if you're joining someone book tour and they charge you for something, they may not be charging you. I know with our book tour, I'm not charging you to speak or even doing the workshop. I'm charging you because I have to market. And if I'm going to market the project and you're in it, I'm marketing you as well. And marketing is expensive. So billboards, all the things, they cost money. So when we are marketing, you're paying for the marketing. But guys, do not pay anybody to go in there and speak. It's crazy. I'm telling you. And if you are building your business and you do not know how to, because you want to pay speakers too, but at the beginning you may not be able to pay speakers. You might have them doing something for you for free or whatever. Just figure out your structure or how. So what I'm doing with the Black Diamond Awards, I'm not paying people to speak. So my VIP customers, I'm giving them the opportunity if they want to come up and speak about their business on stage and connect in that way, then they're free to do so. They do not have to, but I will shoot them out an email to give them the option to do that. Because right now, while we're building this platform, this is our first gala, I'm not able to pay them their money to speak, but I do want to give them the opportunity, and they're able to, we're not doing a salesy thing, but they're able to connect and to give people something for free. They're able to tell people to meet them at a certain place if they're interested in their services or goods or whatever, and they can work that out. But I'm not charging anybody to speak. All right. And then as we're growing into it and getting, I'm looking for grants and different types of things to grow this so I can pay people to speak on my stages. But you want to be credible. You want people to trust that who you are, you know what you need to do. And if someone is asking you to pay to speak on their stage, do they really believe, do they really value you? Because anybody can pay someone who's just getting into the business. They can write a script and speak on stage on ChatGPT and pay to go in there and all the things. Yeah, that doesn't take an expert. You know what I'm saying? So, just be cautious because these people are out here and they in survival mode. So they want you to speak. You're paying for their event. So you don't pay to speak. All right. If you follow me, you trust me, or you in my community, you don't pay to speak. All right. But if y'all have questions, let me know, because I know y'all see me going to different bookstores. Some of the questions that's being asked when I'm going to these bookstores is it worth it? Guys, community makes it worth it. All right. Our stories, they impact the people in our community. That's what makes it worth it for me. When we're going in there, whether we're selling our book, we're meeting people, we're hearing the stories of how we're impacting people. I can tell you what, last Saturday was I don't know if I got on live and talked about last Saturday. I might need to do another live because I've been on here too long. But last Saturday, I was at the Barnes and Nobles in Hampton. And my first sale was a young lady in her 20s going through some things, and she kept coming by looking at my book, asking me questions about it. She asked me because she opened it up and looked inside of it and all the things, and then she ended up purchasing Evolving from the Storm. All right. And in Barnes and Nobles, they have the cafe where people can actually read, have coffee, all of the things. So she actually started reading that book while she was back there in the cafe. And then she taps me on my shoulder to talk to me about it. And she opened up, I think it was chapter 2 or something, chapter 2 or 3. And she said, this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at. And her eyes was watering, and she began to open up, and she began to tell me what she was actively going through. So guys, It's real. Whether you touch one person at a time. You know, I always say one person at a time. When I go into the book signings or anything, I'm going to touch that person that is ready. I want to touch that person that's saying, hey, I want change. I know something's going on with me. I know that I'm holding up all this bondage and pain, and I'm ready to release it. Everybody ain't ready to release it. Everybody ain't ready to release it. And everybody's not my assignment. So that's another thing that we have to understand. Some people is other people's assignments, not mine. You are looking for the people that you are assigned to be able to help them. All right. So even if you have people who don't buy your book or whatever, don't worry about it. Keep it moving, because you're going to have people to buy your books. So now I have ordered cases of each one of the books for these last 3 weeks of book signings. I have 7 books left of each one. All right. 7 books left. So I have been selling my books. All right. And we're going to continue selling. We have events coming through Juneteenth. We're going to iHeartRadio. We got things going. I don't even want to tell you where we're going at the beginning, but you'll start seeing flyers and everything at the beginning of the year, right? We have different events that we're going to. We have book festivals that we're going to. Guys, get out there, sell your books. 2027, make a plan for yourself. Whatever business you're doing, whether you're being your author business or other businesses, every business that you have, look for an event or two to support in there. Not just any event. I'm not talking about no event that you done paid $100 ticket to and just to go in there and network. Listen, I'm talking about a major event. Put a little money on the side, save, put your, you know what to do. Save, go look and say, hey, this is how much these tickets are normally cost. Next year in 2027, put a plan together that you're going to go and show up into one of those events, and you're going to make some connections that are not your normal connections. They're not in your network yet. And you're going to learn some things, and you're going to be connected to some different people to help you move to your next level. So 2027, if you do not know how to figure out what those events are or where to find them, or you're having a hard time finding events, hit me up. I will share something with you so you can know when these events is going to come, all those type of things. But get into some rooms. If you're an author, go to a festival or two next year. If you ain't go to none this year, make sure you go to a festival or two next year. All right. If you're in AI, go to an AI conference next year. Find one. Go to an AI conference. If you're in healthcare, go to a major healthcare conference next year. And I said major. All right. One that you normally wouldn't go to. All right. Go there. Whatever it is, IT. Go to a major IT conference. Go to a leadership conference next year. All right. What type of leadership conference you're going to go to? Next year, I'm going to John Maxwell's leadership conference in Orlando. Plan for it. Don't stay stuck. Everybody can't come with you. You cannot have if your audience is not moving and they're not doing things, you got to move on. You got to upgrade. You got to go. They will come when they're ready. You have to get moving. All right. If you're stuck on an event and saying, man, these events are so expensive, and I gotta try to keep my tickets $100 or under $200 or $150 or whatever the case may be. So don't stop your growth to have the room filled. Okay, don't stop it. Trust and believe in God. Let Him handle it and take it. Do your event nice. And have the people that's supposed to be in the room that's your people, because you're not going to be able to grow if you keep waiting on people. I don't know who need this message. I had to tell myself this message this year. All right. And then even this year and the next year, who supports you as well that's trying to come out. Sometimes some of us got things going on, like with me. I'm a year ahead, so I'm already planning 2027. So if you come to me at the last minute, I might not can support you right away. that's just how I am. I'm a planner because I have a child and I'm in school. So I have to plan my life and I have to mentally prepare for what I'm going to do. I don't like being thrown into things, okay? Because to me, that's still operating in survival mode. All right. I like to plan things out. Now, if you are a planner like I am and you already planning 2027 and you're having something there, then that's your job. Reach out to me. Let me know. Let me tell you, I feel like the algorithm on social media is kind of messed up. So I may not see everything. And now because I'm using technology for a lot of my posts and my assistant and all that, I might not see it. If you have my phone number, text it to me. If you see my assistant online or something, send it to her and then let her give it to me. Because soon on my pages, I have bots like Black Diamond Magazine. One of our bots are already active and answering questions and stuff over there. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? So you might not be always able to get up with me. If you have my email's on all types of stuff on social media. Shoot me an email and say, Doc, I'm having an event. I would love for your support. If I can support you, I come out and to support you. Okay. But especially if you're in my community, I want to say something about that too. Our community opened Monday. So we have our own app, guys. Google did approve us yesterday. So my Google, you should see Black Diamond Collective on Google now. So Google is done and Apple is done. So this weekend, I am working on making sure everything's the way I want it inside of the app. And one more final time going through everything. And then I'm going to start putting people who is already locked in our community into the system there and placing you guys in the correct community that you're supposed to be in. But guys, that community is going to be the best way for me to get a hold of, because for you to connect with me, because everything I'm doing is going inside of my community, and it goes inside of my community before it even hits Facebook. Especially when we have events and different things coming up, because we have some major events, and I'm hoping over the years I'll be able to invite people to come on those big things with me. All right. So guys, I'm excited. I know I've been a little bit, it's been crazy. It's been a lot going on at one time. I'm glad I could make it out today. Today, I kind of had a multitask. I had to wake up early in the morning. Yesterday was a lot, so I had to wake up early in the morning. We had a meeting in the nonprofit that I'm joining this morning. Then it was a conference online, so I had to jump on that for a little bit on my way to the bookstore, and then I was at the bookstore until like 4. So I had to juggle a few things today. But guys, I'm here, and if y'all have questions, don't hesitate to ask me any questions that you want. If you're ready to write that book, let's go. I will have some specials coming out soon for Write Ink Academy, for people who want to write their book. If you want your book published, I will have publishing packages and everything going out. I am innovating everything, guys, so bear with me a little bit. That's why you're going to see my sites leaving up and down, because we're moving everything to where everything's on one platform. And we're innovating everything. So my AI employees are going to be working. We're connecting everything, automating everything, guys. Once all of my employees are working, life is going to be so much freer for me, and I'm going to be able to build and grow a whole lot better. And Black Diamond AI, guys, we have Black Diamond AI in our community. For the Black Diamond AI community, we are having 25 lifetime positions. So if you want to learn AI and you want to grow with me in AI, it's $297 lifetime for the first 25 people. $297 for the first 25 people for lifetime. So feel free to, come at me, grow with me. We're doing some amazing things. Some major opportunities are going to open up in all the things. But I'm super excited. I've been on here for a long time, so I'm going to get off. But I just wanted to tell you guys about my day, about these book signings the last 3 weeks. about some of the people I came in connection with. I had more stories to tell you, especially about the Barnes and Nobles in Hampton. Oh my God, it was emotional. So I'm gonna have to do it on a shorter live. But it was emotional about the people that I connected to. The people I connected with today, we had some powerful conversations as well. But open the door up for powerful, real, authentic conversations. Dr. Rucker, guys, I want to say rest in peace. I was at the book signing and I seen that come up. I checked my Facebook and seen that come up. I'm like, my heart just dropped because I just spoke to her and we just did some things together. And I'm just feeling some type of way. And something told me the other day to call and reach out to her. And I said I was going to do it this weekend. Guys, life is so short. It's so short. People are leaving here. It's a lot. So I'm gonna calm myself down because I know I'm talking to y'all about a lot of things. But one, tell your story. Give yourself permission to heal. If you don't learn anything else on this live, give yourself permission to heal. Write your story. Do not be afraid. Always bet on yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying. There's so many posts, people telling people, you don't need another credential. You don't need another degree. You don't need this. You need infrastructure. You need this. You might need infrastructure. I don't know. Everybody don't. But they cannot judge people from what they got going on. But in certain situations, if you're called to do something and your assignment is to do something and you need that certification or that degree to do it, then you may need to go and get it. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say. You move on purpose. You don't be moving on what people got going on out here. Cause they be, you don't even, just bypass that. But do what you need to do for yourself to keep your peace so you can live while you're living on this earth, that you do what you know to do. And even if you're not where you're at right now, take your time to get there. I meet so many people. I've met people going through this journey of authorship, going to different bookstores and everything. They look like they something, but you can just tell by the attitude that they really not. They got a whole lot of things going on. Some people, you can see that you can feel they hurt when they walk through the door, when they stand next to you. Some people, you can tell they faking the funk, even though they look like $1 million. You can tell that they faking the funk. Okay, stop listening to these people. Social media is not always real. It's not always real, and I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You wouldn't probably never see me get on here and say certain things because I don't portray like that. I'm always going to be authentic every time. I'm always going to be honest. I'm always going to say the stuff that other people won't say. And I'm going to be real and authentic. Focus on you. And that's real. Focus on you, your family, and building what you're trying to build. If God has assigned you to make a certain impact, pay attention to what he has to say and do what he tells you to do. One way that I know that, and this is just me, way that I know that God is talking to me is when it's through my dreams most of the time, or he puts something on my mind or my conscience that I need to be doing. It stays locked into my memory. And if I don't do it, it's not going to go away if I don't do it. All right. And I want to tell you there's so many things times that has happened and I had to do it. So sometimes when y'all see me out of the blue come up and do something, it's because it's been weighing heavy on me to do it. And for instance, Dr. Rucker, we have met because she joined, put her book inside of our book awards. And then later on, she had reached out to me, been following me and everything, and asked me to be her top 10 or her magazine or top 100 woman or something. And I said no, because I have already, I'm a person that already participated or paid for all of my media for the year, right? That I'm going to do. And I said, maybe next time, and I'm going to tell you what, I know it had to be 2 or 3 weeks. It was a while. And it kept weighing heavy on me to reach out to her to be a part of it. And I end up DMing her and said, hey, is that spot still available? Because I don't know what it is. And I'm going to screenshot it and post it on social media for real. Because and I said, I don't know what it is, but I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like you know what I'm saying? It was a weird connection. Ever since that, me and her has been connected. We have prayed together. We have, you know, talked to each other about different things. I know she was working on some projects and different things that she has talked to me about. And I know she's booked and busy because, you know, I think last week or a couple weeks ago or something, she has said, hey, Iris, I can't join the coffee chat because I'm booked. So that's what I mean. Sometime when, you know, when God, that's how you know that you're supposed to do something, that you're in alignment to do something, when your body tells you that you're supposed to do it. And if I would have waited, it would have been no next time. If I didn't contact her to join this with her and do this with her, it would have been no next time because she's gone, you know? So I'm thankful I got the opportunity to do it with her, to get to know her. We did an interview on on my podcast as well. And so I'm just thankful that I got to know her. You know, and you know, it's just emotional. I was just so shocked when I seen that today. So I'm bottled with everything that's going on with Cyrus and Anthony and her. It's just a lot. But I want to tell you guys that this is the world that we're in now. We keep praying for each other, keep lifting each other up. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a racist person. I'm always going to look at both sides of things. And kind of figure out there. I don't just vote for people because they Black. I don't just agree with people because they Black. And over the time and years, I believe in being accountable. Because sometimes we can sugarcoat our accountability, right? So find fault. What position did you play in this situation? And that's how I look at things. So, you know, going through the trials and everything, what position did you play? So that's how I'm looking at both of the boys' situations, and just loving people. And then people are attacking this lady, Cyrus's mother. Stop attacking this lady. She is mourning her child. I have some shows. I reached out to people because I want to do some shows on parenting. I want to do some shows in the social justice ring, because we're going through a lot with our kids. And people, when our children mess up, people tend to blame the parents. And that's not fair. That's not fair, because there's so much going on out here. And when we put our children in the public schools or out there with other people's children that are going through things, our kids tend to gravitate to other kids and do what they're going to do. We educate them. You know what I mean? Some of us are pouring everything into our children. And sometimes they still at fault. They're going to make mistakes. My mom poured a lot into me, and I still made mistakes. I'm not perfect, but that's no way near my mom's fault. So guys, it's so much that we need to be talking about on these podcasts, on our lives, everything, real life situations going on here. Okay. So I'm going to be talking a lot about them. I've got more podcasts that has to go out. So this week I'm going to start putting some more out. I took a little break, got a little overwhelmed with the podcast, and needed to take a little bit of a break. But I'm going to start putting some things out, and I want to have some real conversations. And if you want to be a guest on the show, you can go to realtalkwithiris.com. And guys, if you're going to be a guest, I need you to be a real guest. I don't want you sugarcoating, trying to make yourself look good and all this kind of stuff. No, I want a real conversation. It's nothing off limits, is what I'm saying to you. Like, I'm tired of the Miss Perfect Patty on social media, on the shows. It's nothing off limits, is what I'm saying. Let's have the conversation. Let's talk. Let's help some other people. Let's let some people that, man, I experienced this too. You ain't the only one. I did it too, and this is what I did, and how I was able to get through it, how I was able to heal through it, what God delivered me from. right? Oh, your child done that. My child experienced this too. What is going on with? Let's have these real conversations. Let's have them. Because I don't know of too many people that have perfect kids. Even if your child has graduated high school, college, and they got good grades and everything, I guarantee you it's something that you don't know about. Or you may know and not said anything, because sometimes in parents, we know. We just don't want to face it. We want to continue looking at our child as this innocent, perfect person. I'm at fault of it too. I'm at fault of it too. So let's have the conversation. Let's have a serious conversation. Let's talk about some real stuff conversation, right? Let's take the hats off. Let's take the gloves off. Let's have a conversation, because right now our children are being killed. Our children are being killed. Our children are inside of schools who are letting them fail. No child left behind rule. Some of our children are graduating and don't know how to read. Can we talk about it? Oh no, y'all don't want to talk about it, do y'all? Yeah, some of our children are have something they have to say, but we can't hear them. Can we talk about that as well? Because some of our children want to have a conversation, want to tell you how they feel, want to tell you what's going on in their life, but we're so busy we can't hear them. So they go out to the streets and they get somebody to listen to them. It's so many things. There's so many reasons why things happen, but we have to be open to having the conversation and understanding it. We have to learn how to fight and talk up for our children. Because some of us, anything the teacher say, we believe. And then our child is the one that's going through the trauma from it. Because as much as I would like to believe that teachers are good people, I have substitute in the Newport News school district, and I've seen more good than bad. I've seen more bad than good. Let's talk about that. I heard what those teachers are saying to your child. I heard what they say when they in the teachers' lounge about their parents. I know how my child was. I know how I was treated in this school district. It's so many conversations that need to be had. So, guys, let's join hands. I said I was going to get off of here because I've been on here too long. I've really been on here too long. But if you want to be a guest on Real Talk with Iris, you go to realtalkwithiris.com. All right. If it's a show that I'm giving, it is free. If it's on my website and you got your own thing that you want to talk about, your own show, or you want to market your business, you got to go to the website and pay. But I will be putting my calendar, some information out about certain talks that I'm going to have as a round table. And if you want to join in with me on those talks on the round table, you let me know. I will inbox you. I'll get my assistant to make sure everything is being emailed to you on the day that those events is going to be. I will be working on those through this week, okay? Because there's a few different things I have posted on Facebook. But guys, let's have this conversation. Let's take our gloves off. Let's take our hats off. Let's be vulnerable to one another. Let's help each other through this crisis so we can be able to help our kids, because our kids are screaming for our help right now. And I want you to notice that I said our kids. It's so much. This woman, her son went to the store and he didn't make it home. Cyrus's mother did not get to see him. She did not get to say bye. She didn't get to say, baby, I love you, or nothing. So why are we waiting for that time? Nobody wants to have that time. So guys, listen to yourself, listen to your heart, listen to everything. And I'm gonna tell you guys, there's so much going on in our world out. And if you meet someone, you see someone that needs your help, if you can help them, help them. If you cannot help them, please take a moment, stop, give them a hug, let them know that God loves them. Okay, I love you. Till next time. Bye.